Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at some new weapons, or more weapons, from Arsenal of Pew Pews. Now here's the box that it came in, and as you can hear, wow, there's weapons in here, but there's just a bunch of other weapons that I threw in here. All the weapons I ordered from them are over there. So what I did do was I ordered two weapons for two specific characters, both for the Techno Vipers, the HMS, and the normal one. And one is a purple Chris Vector. The color is meant to go with it. And then I ordered, I believe it is an automatic shotgun with this drum barrel. It's black and has some silver, and I thought that it would go really well with the HMS Techno Viper. And they really need something more than just a regular old sidearm and whatever their triangular gun that they have is. I don't know really what it is, but I wanted something more specific for them. As always, he did throw in two extra weapons, two little pistols, but because he knows that I am reviewing their stuff and I want this to be clear, he threw in a few other weapons also for me to review, along with two brand new colors that will be available now. So in the description, if you are interested, you can go over to their Etsy site. I will have a link down there. I don't know why I'm pointing down there. You don't know where down there is, but you'll be able to get them, and I will showcase and let you know which ones are brand new. But let's take a look at these weapons, see how they look. I really do think that they're really, really nice looking weapons. They're 3D printed. They come off looking really well, and they really do a good job painting. So anyway, let's get to this. But again, if you like this type of stuff, if you enjoy this content and you like seeing weapons from third parties and different things like that, take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so I know that it's something that you want to continue to see. Now let's take a look at this, because that's what you really came for. All right, so here we have everything out. Here are the weapons. Some of them are holding some of the weapons, and you see I have a multitude of figures, so we can look at them. We can look at them on some other figures and see how they actually fit. So if you're following me on Instagram and you're following A Punk with Toys II, you might have seen this picture right here with our stalker riding the ram with my dog Roman attacking. So I kind of did a little hint at what I'm going to be having here. I didn't say anything, but we have this M4, which I absolutely love. Before anyone says anything, yes, I put a blast effect on a suppressor. I'm the one who's always saying, isn't that what suppressors are supposed to stop? Well, yes, but again, they're toys. So quickly, we'll take a look at this. I absolutely love this weapon. Now, understand this about Arsenal of Pew Pews. They do not have removable magazines. That might be something that kills it for people that's what they want. But for me, I hardly ever have to remove them or do shots with them, so I'm not overly concerned. It's always nice to have that, but it doesn't kill me if I don't have it. So looking at this here, when you look at the paint, it is really nice. It's almost hard to tell. Right there you can see maybe there's just a little bit missing, but not to the point where it's going to be a problem. But all in all, it looks good. You have this enhancer here, which you can actually see through. I love that. You can do nice shots with that type of stuff. You got the foregrip here. Here's your grip. Again, magazine is painted nicely. Suppressor looks awesome, and it does have a porthole. Now, this is to tell you that companies are listening. And before I had started talking to them, they heard in my first review that their guns, although they had a hole here in their barrels, they did not support blast effects. So they worked on fixing that. So here you can see that it does actually work. And you got this nice scope on the side that's supposed to actually move back and forth. Got your light on the bottom. It's got the rail system. Here we have what I would assume are lasers to laser in if you're trying to get air raids or different things like that. All right, so just that design, really nice and good price. Most of these guns, I believe, are under $10 each. I know that may bother some people, but again, you're going to pay. You're paying for what you get. Now, this was the first weapon that I had ordered, and as you can see, it is specifically meant to go with this Techno Viper. It has the Cobra symbol on it. It's painted really nice. We have the nice long vector barrel here. Does this one fit? So this one still doesn't fully fit. I guess you can get it to stay in there, but you're always going to have some that aren't set properly. But again, they didn't really do anything like that. Oops. They didn't do anything like that initially. But here on the back of the... I hate when I lose my train of thought. On the stock, it's painted nicely, so it actually looks like it has some cushion there. There you're going to have the magazine, and once again, your enhancer, you can see right through. And you can get some wonderful pics just, through that. And there you have your flashlight. So again, real nice design. I love the color of this. This here was the gun that I had ordered for this guy here. And I love the drum barrel. As you can see, it has the painted Cobra insignia on it. The drum here has some nice paint on it. And I love the fact that just the way that it looks, it really pops out. The stock has a little bit of paint. And these little details, they really go far when you're doing, photography. So there you have the enhancer. Again, blast effect. It does fit in there. Again, they're not made to have these, so don't get mad if some of them don't fit. You can always shave that down just a little bit if need be. And it's something that they do work on, so I already mentioned that earlier. But I ordered this to go with this guy right here. It's the Cobra symbol. I thought it was going to look awesome. I have this one over here with him, and obviously the purple to go with the Techno Viper. Now let's get to the two freebie pistols that they threw in. So the first one is this big, I believe, Desert Eagle. Not a huge fan of this weapon in general, and maybe that's because I stand 5'4". On a good day, this gun would just be way too large for me. All right, it has the port for blast effects or just for looks and aesthetics. All right, it's got a little extended magazine. But when you look at this one's just all black, and this is why it is one of the freebies, I do believe. But they're always throwing in little freebies, and they're usually handguns or knives. And they just look really nice. They are able to enhance. So let's say you want to throw this on your roadblock, which I think works really well. Maybe on this big cable in the back. We'll throw it on him in a second. So, and then this is one that I was actually looking at, and I'm so glad he threw this in. And I love this flashlight that's on it, right? I think it looks really nice. You can do some paint on your own, but the detail on this is excellent. Again, a little bit of an extended magazine there. Now, one of my questions that I had asked him was, do these fit in the holsters? And because it has a flashlight, all these pistols here, all these holsters are a little bit different. So you have this one here, you can probably assume that thing's not really going to fit in there, and that is fully understandable. But the one thing that I did realize is looking at this here, if you want, you can take this pistol here, which has some sort of flashlight on it. And I really like this pistol, but I don't think it's the greatest. And if you want to swap them, it fits nicely. So if you were looking at these and you had a whole bunch of Techno Vipers or other figures with this weapon, I believe there's a few others that have this. It might even be the Bat, I'm not positive. You can throw this pistol on here and it looks really nice. All right. Now on to the two new weapons that are dropping now. And first we'll start with this, and I believe this is an AR, and the color scheme is what is being released. So you have this silver, gunmetal silver Nice looking magazine. You got your grip in the front, grip back here, your laser pointers, that scope that you can actually see right through, which is awesome. And you look at this detail, and I just think it looks really, really good. All right. The paint is really nice, and I gotta say, you don't really get a feel for the paint until you have these in hand. And I really don't even think, like, as I'm looking through this, I don't think it demonstrates how good their paint is. All right. There are a few other manufacturers that do really, really good with their paint. Well, Arsenal of Pew Pews is another one of them that does it. So you get a flashlight on the bottom here, and you can just look at the design. And again, these are 3D printed, but not something off your really cheap printer. And then the other one that they shipped, and this one was shown off. They didn't have this color, and this one to me actually goes better with the HMS. Techno Viper is this one, and I'm not really sure what type of gun this is, but it is awesome looking. You got the Cobra insignia, you get the magazine on the bottom. This seems to be like the new thing that a lot of the companies are doing. Well, I'm assuming that's just so you can grab it and pull it out or carry it. All the paint looks really nice. Again, the Cobra symbol is really what makes it pop. You can look there and see how that looks. I believe it's supposed to be a very tight look like that, and if I'm wrong, someone can correct me. Paint on this looks really good, and as you can tell, this is this version of the weapon. But here's what I really liked about these. So when you first look at this, you say it's the exact same weapon, only one has a drum barrel, one has a regular magazine. But it's not the only difference. The base gun is the exact same, which is awesome. But because this thing has a rail system, they actually changed the scope in the enhancer. All right, I believe this is called an enhancer. If I'm wrong, please let me know what it's actually called, but someone had told me that it's called an enhancer. It's just basically allowing you to see what you're looking at. All right, so looking at these things here, I love that the gun is the same, and even though they don't allow you to make changes yourself, they've made the changes for you. So if you bought this gun and you're like, I really like that, but it's not, it's the exact same gun, they just put a drum barrel on it, a drum magazine, I'm sure someone's going to yell at me, that's not called right. Understand that they did change the optics on it. So it's all up to you if it's something that you like and something that you want to do. So quickly, let's take this guy here. And like I said, I think that this thing is going to fit his color scheme. Awesome. The red on it. And I have to say, these figures have become so much easier to arm up. It's all these little pieces. I gotta say, arming this Techno Viper up or either Techno Viper is so annoying when you have the backpack on because everything keeps falling off. So, as you can see in the pictures, and I'll have a whole bunch of pictures on my Instagram that you can check it out. But here you go. It looks really good. You can really get it in a nice shot here. Now, depending on the figure, you can get them to look directly through the scope. I've done it with multiple figures with different types of weapons. So that's how that looks with this guy. Bring that down just a little bit. And again, I absolutely love how this weapon looks. It looks like it should have come with them. We'll grab this here, this Techno Viper. Now, I believe you already saw the picture at the beginning of the video. And you look at those colors and they match that purple really, really nice. And I love the fact that it's just not an all purple weapon. You got the Cobra insignia on it. So just imagine, if they would have done all purple, it's never going to work. But having two different tones here, and yes, while people are yelling at me, because I've always yelled at people, I always like showing how things can be done quickly. And here you're kind of getting a good look here. But if I really want, I can make it, so I should be able to make it. Have to change this part of the elbow. And And hopefully I can get him to look. You got to play around with it a little bit. But once you work around, the big heads and stuff, they kind of make it difficult. But either way, that's how he looks with this. Now, you gonna stand? Probably gonna fall. I'm not trying to show my standing abilities right now. All right. Now I purchased this. I still love this, and I dropped it on this nice snow serpent, not the new one that Shark Eyes has, but just the one that I have here. And here's a better example of how the figure can look through everything. I actually already had him set up, so. But there you go, another look at this here. But let's quickly, I've never tried putting another weapon on a Mezco figure, so let's pop this out and let's just throw on this rifle right here. Let's see how this fits him. And Mezco have very soft fitting hands, so you can definitely move them around. I've never tried a Mezco weapon on another figure, and I've never tried a non-Mezco weapon on a non-Mezco figure, but it looks like it fits pretty well. Matter of fact, this thing fits him pretty well. I might have to get some. Man, oh man! All right, I'll be end up buying more and more stuff. So I'm trying not to do. All right, so let's grab this cable here. Now let's get rid of this gun and let's put on this giant Desert Eagle. And how well can he actually hold this? Well, as you can see, if you don't want your cable to have a futuristic weapon, you can hold the Desert Eagle and look pretty good. Oh wow, look, my fingers fell down. Now, grab this here and see how this fits on him. Looks a little small, but again, Cable is a much bigger figure. His finger, unfortunately, is not really going to fit in the trigger there. But again, I don't think you really want your Marvel Legends Cable to have that. Let's grab this Black Widow. Marvel Legends. Females have smaller hands. And I think we'll throw this on here because it has somewhat of a sniper look to it. Can reach over. And if you're new to the channel, if you're wondering, why is this guy doing this? I'd like to show you guys how things work in a certain amount of time, right? So, this Black Widow, which is one of the best figures I've ever had, if you can still get it, you have to mess around with their hand. Again, they're just small, so the grip doesn't fit perfectly. That is not an issue with these weapons. It is an issue with all weapons. So, there you go. You can see how it looks on a few figures. But, if you are interested in some of these weapons, such as this one, and such as this one, they are available now at Arsenal of Pew Pews Etsy store. A link to the description is, a link to their Etsy is in the description. Man, I can really drag out a video. Alright, so there you go. I know my videos go long, and I'd say I apologize, but I know I'm going long. I try not to do edited videos for the fact that people want to see exactly if these are going to work, if someone's messing around with them. Did someone break it? So quickly, we'll go over the weapons that we had here. We got the pistol with the flashlight on it. It is awesome. It is a perfect size. I think it's great for someone like Shockwave. Unfortunately, it does not fit in his holster, but if you have the Techno Viper and any holster like that, it is going to work. Next, we have, if I can find it, the big, I believe it's a Desert Eagle. Again, nice looking weapon. There is no paint on this, but these are freebies. Both these weapons are freebies, and from what I understand, they always throw in freebie weapons for everyone. And they're usually smaller handguns or some knives. If I remember correctly, I got some knives in the past. We got this Vector Purple. This one is specifically for the Techno Viper. Again, your toys, you can do whatever you want. They do have other colors of this, I do believe, up on their site, but you're going to go down to the link anyway in the description and order some of these. So you're going to be able to see everything they have. Next is the OG Green, which I absolutely love this weapon. I love the suppressor look. Everything about this just screams modern military movie, TV show. Absolutely love that. Then we have this. Again, Cobra logo on it. The paint job is wonderful. I love the drum barrel, the drum magazine, whatever you want to call it. And then the two new weapons, two new colors. We got this, which I believe is an M4 style. Wonderful paint here. Again, everything looks really nice. And again, you can look directly through it as long as you find where the actual lens is on the camera. And then we have this one, which I think goes awesome with your HMS Techno Viper. There you go. As you can see, actually you can't see because I can see, but I don't know where the lens is on this iPhone. Anyway, sorry guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking around for as long as you did. I definitely do appreciate it. Please head down to the description in the links. Head over to Arsenal of Pew Pews and take a look at their stuff. Order 1 or 2 weapons. See if you like them. If you do, awesome. If you don't order from them again. It's pretty damn simple. But I'm going to get out of here. You know what to do, okay? We have the social medias. A Punk with Toys on Instagram. There's 2 of them. Follow them both, and I will have more pictures of this so you can look and see how these actually look on the figures. Facebook group page of Punk with Toys. I'm sorry, Facebook group page, Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're a Punk with Toys. Woo! That was almost Ric Flair. Woo! All right. Sometimes you do this so long, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. But you're doing it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a new video of something like this. Now, I'm going to get out of here. Right up here is another review of Arsenal of Pew Pews, and down here will be a playlist of other third-party weapons and accessories that you're going to want. Take care.